Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Transitions Collective. I'm your host, Mary Clavier. This week I want to talk about lessons from summer camp and summer vacation. So this is our first summer with both girls home from school. My younger daughter started full-time with school in January of 2019. So this was our first summer with both of them without childcare at home, and we needed to put them in camp. I have many things to say about this. So I figured I would go through and just kind of point out some of the things that I recognized this summer that were lessons for me while I was trying to work and have the girls in a schedule that was not their regular, school year routine. So during the school year, they're gone from 8:30 until about 5:30 because there's also aftercare, so pickup is later and we have a longer work day. But during the summer, the camp is 8:30 to 4. And I figured, okay, we'll put them in that and then I'll be home with them the rest of the time. Summer is a time that things are usually slower and I have this job because I also want flexibility. So now in the summer I could pick them up after camp. We can go and do other fun things. Famous last words. Yes. So I wanted to share some of this with you in case you can relate or in case you have this as an upcoming thing, maybe next summer this will happen to you. But all in all, just some lessons from what happened with us this summer. So the first lesson is know your coverage. So know when you have childcare, when you have options for camp or anything else, like what are the hours that your kids will be away or in someone else's care versus you taking care of them. So like I said, for us, it was 8:30 to 4. So I had to plan before 8:30, I was getting them ready and then dropping them off and then finishing up the workday around 3:30, 3:45 max so that I could go get them. Oh, and drop off is 8:30. So I couldn't really start working in the morning until closer to 9 by the time I take them there, drop them off and get back home. So I was working with, 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. each day, which is shorter than what I'm used to. So that's the first thing. Know your coverage so you know what buckets of time you have to work with. The next lesson is set your expectations. I won't say lower them, but, they will likely get lowered because there's just so much going on in the summer. The schedule changes and things come up and it's a slower pace sometimes because other people are on vacation. So for a variety of reasons, your schedule could be different and also, your kid's schedule is different and also other people's schedules are different. So people that you might be working with or vendors or even if you're looking for leads for your own business, it's a quieter time in general. People aren't as responsive and as reactive. So set your expectations to know, it might not always all get done. I mean, we have to set those all year long, I think, but I found that the summertime it was especially challenging. The next lesson is to block your time and prioritize. So along with, setting your expectations and knowing your windows of times that you're working in, do the weekly schedule, do a daily review. I covered in another episode, I covered all about how I do my calendar now, which has been working very well, planning on Sunday nights or even Friday afternoon at the end of the work week. And then, reviewing each morning what you have for that day. So plan your week and know what you want to get done. But I really found that I had to put the things that I absolutely wanted to get done at the beginning of the week because things would just happen. By the end of the week, everyone is fried. It's very tiring, like all different things. So I just found that I really had to prioritize and say, okay, what's the one thing that I really want to get done this week? Because summer, I felt like was a whole different ball game. So how can I work with it the best that I can? That goes for, a lot of things. But even for the girls, like one of the days I had to get the girls early, one of them was sick. Like things like that come up too. So the more you can schedule out and prioritize, the more you're able to, flex with the things that come up unexpectedly. My next lesson: be in the moment. Um, this one, personally, I think a lot of people talk about it and they cover it, but I don't know that there's so much said about how hard it is to actually do that. So I tried a lot this summer to practice. So, I struggle with the fact that I love my business. I love the work that I do. So it's fun for me. I also, of course, love my family and being with them, but I find that my brain doesn't turn off as easily for my own work. Even in corporate, I had that happen just because I liked work that I was doing there too. But especially for my own business, it's really hard to turn it off. So I tried this summer, especially when we were on vacation, to really try to be present as much as I could. So if I found myself wandering, I would, tell myself, okay, focus again, Mary. So if I was with my kids, I would engage them in a new conversation and try to really see what they were doing and what they were learning and enjoying, and just ways to try to connect with them instead of wandering my brain to other things, and just try to I just tried to keep practicing that and bringing myself back. I don't think it ever really goes away, but for me, I just continued to try to, you know, bring it back to a, present moment, what I could enjoy with them. It also helped when we went on vacation. So we were on vacation in the French Alps for part of our vacation this summer, and where we went, there was no Wi-Fi. So that was really helpful because it was a built-in reason to be able to disconnect from things. I tried to have stuff scheduled ahead of time, and you know, if I had things for emergencies, there was access to the internet. Like if we went into town or something, I could connect. But I really planned to just not do any of that and really take the break. And it was really incredible. I was stressed out about it at first, and I was like, oh, how can I be away, or what, it's, you get like jittery. It's kind of like caffeine, like, oh my gosh, not going to have Wi-Fi. But I found in the end that it was really the best thing for me. And that also helped me to disconnect from things and then stay present with my family. So really being in the moment was another thing because, you know, I mean, most days, well, there's that saying that the days are long, but the years are short. So I really do want to try to enjoy this time. I think, I don't, as much as I don't want to live in the past, I also don't want to live too much in the future that I'm planning all the time and not enjoying what I'm doing right now. So that's why that one was super important to me. So those were my big takeaways from this summer and everything that we had going on. I'll recap them really quickly just as a reminder, and then I'm curious to hear what you found this summer as well. So the first one is knowing your childcare situation, your childcare coverage. The second one is setting your expectations for what you can do, what you can't do, just understanding it all. The third one is blocking your time and prioritizing so that you know for the time that you do have to work on your business, you can actually be doing that work and not, stray in a million different directions. And the fourth one is to be in the moment, be present wherever you are. If it's with work, if it's with home, you're on vacation, you're out at the park, whatever it might be, be in that moment as much as you can and just keep practicing to bring yourself back to that. I'd love to hear how your summer was, what you found. Did you have these struggles like I did? I don't know. I like to be open about it because it's always a challenge for me because I love business and I also love my family. So it's always, a juggle in my head. So anything that you found this summer that you learned or lessons you have, please share them with me. I'm online at thetransitionscollective.com, on Instagram and Facebook, and reach out by email as well. If you're not on our newsletter yet, please sign up. If you go to thetransitionscollective.com, you'll find the sign up right there and you'll get to be a part of our community. And we have some really exciting things coming up. I'm planning a few things for September that are going to be great. So if you're not on the list yet, get on the list so you can be notified and you can hear more of our updates and the fun things that I have coming for the rest of 2019. So with that, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.